All right, we're back again here at Hoogie's Imports with another vehicle. Excuse me, I'm talking a little quiet. We're in a parking deck tonight. It's hard to find the time to take these videos during the day, so I apologize for that. So we're here with a very special vehicle. I know I say that every time, but this one truly is a very special example. So this one is a 1990 Mitsubishi Minicab Bravo. I'm not entirely sure if it's referred to as the Minicab or the Bravo, so I'm just calling it both. This on the side does say Bravo AX, as you can see. So yeah, this one here has just about 60,000 miles. I believe it's right around actually 64,000 miles to be exact. Four-wheel drive, runs and drives great. It's technically all-wheel drive because you can't really turn it on or off. But you do have high and low transfer case. I apologize, it's a little bit dirty. It's been sitting out on the lot with getting some pollen on there, but overall it's a really clean van. Someone obviously definitely really took care of this thing, and it's during its life in Japan. So yeah, as you can see on the front, it does have a carbon fiber wrap on the front, and I believe that was put on there to protect the front fascia. You know, looking at the condition of the paint on the rest of the van, I wouldn't imagine it had any kind of paint fade or anything like that underneath. But it does have a little bit of a dent there, which you can kind of see right here. Not a huge dent or anything like that. I mean, it is a 34-year-old economy van after all. So yeah, this one is just the 3-cylinder carbureted engine, so it's putting out about 40 horsepower or so. So you know, it's not the fastest thing in the world, but none of these K-vans really are. Some of the turbo ones feel pretty quick, but you know, overall, even being just a carbureted model, it's not insanely slow or anything like that. You can keep up with traffic. Might have to downshift coming up some hills here and there, but overall, you know, the engine runs really smoothly, starts nicely, everything works great. So yeah, and I'm sure you guys are itching to hear about it. Oh, well, I would be anyways. This one is equipped with the Super Aero roof, as you can see up there. And that is probably one of the main draws to the van, other than the fact that it's a 5-speed, 4-wheel drive, high-low transfer case. It also has the Super Aero roof, which is really, really cool. And of course, you can't go wrong with those 90s graphics on there. Gotta love that. So looking at the wheels, it is equipped with some all-terrain tires, which is really cool. Sorry, lighting's not the best in here, but gotta make do. Hard to find the time to make these videos during the day with 2 kids, so gotta wait until after bedtime. But anyways, yeah, we'll just go around the vehicle. There's really not many imperfections on the outside of the vehicle to go over. You know, like I said, there is this little bit of a dent underneath here in the front fascia that you can see. But yeah, there's that carbon fiber wrapping, which is pretty cool, which I gotta imagine that was definitely put on there as protection for the front. I can't see another reason why. And you know, I kind of like the look of it. They also did carbon fiber wrapping down the side here on the trim all the way down. And yeah, and so this little plastic piece kind of isn't sitting straight on, as you can see. That's one imperfection. Doesn't seem like there's, you know, a lot of the cars that I get in from Japan do have some scuffs on the bumpers, but this one really doesn't have any at all. Come around to the back, let's see. Yep, bumper's clean in the corner. That one as well. This one's sitting off a little bit, so yeah, this one does have a little bit of the scuff on there. It did take a little bang, but nothing too crazy. And the carbon fiber wrap comes around the back here as well, and on this little piece of trim. Yeah, I mean, so overall, the outside of this van is super clean, along with the interior. We'll go over that soon. Sorry again, the lighting here is probably not going to be the best for the interior, but I really wanted to take a walk around video for this van, so we got to make do with this. So I guess we'll come in here, we'll take a look at the inside. I'll give the wide angle for this. As you can see, it probably is a little bit hard to tell, but sorry about the lighting, guys, but this is what we got to do. So yeah, the interior's super clean. The seats look brand new, just about. Nice factory floor mat in there, weatherproof floor mat on there. And then we'll come over here to the back, and again, I apologize. Actually, let's open up this roof a little bit, get some extra light in here. Yeah, and as you can see, the rear seats are, again, basically like brand new back here. One thing of note, I am missing a headrest for the back. I don't know what would have happened to that, but it did happen. But yeah, excuse me, pollen is killing me this time of year. Anyways, yeah, so we'll take a look up here, which I'm sure you're all very excited to see. Got the Super Aero roof, which I'll open all the way up. These little panels, these side panels here, just twist those, pop it open like this. And I'm sure you guys might have a question about this here. So this is actually how I received the van. I received it with all of the roof, all of the glass roof, other than the front one up there. All of them have been covered in bubble wrap, which, you know, I don't know if it's a sign for you guys, but it is for me, that the previous owner really did care about this thing and really wanted to preserve it and take care of it. So, yeah, so there you have it. Sorry, I'm having a little trouble again. Yeah, so these all of these panels, they twist and they pop into this little slot. And okay, this one's not cooperating with me. There it goes. Took a little bit of elbow grease, but yeah, there you go. Ow. So anyways, yeah, as you can see, that's pretty cool right there. And I'll come around to the back. Let's see if the trunk is unlocked. It is not, of course, typical. But I'll give you guys a good view from here. It's much nicer to see in the daytime, but because the bubble wrap is really reflecting off those lights. But I'm gonna leave it up to the new owner to keep the bubble wrap or remove it. I mean, I would prefer to have it removed, but I really wanted to just keep it, keep that decision to the next owner, because, you know, I wasn't gonna own it for all that long, obviously, because we are a dealership. So, you know, I thought it was a good demonstration just to show how much the previous owner cared for this thing. Is that I don't know if they did it for the shipping from Japan to the US or if they just had it like that beforehand. I don't really know, but I got to imagine it was someone who really cared about this thing to take the time to cut out the bubble wrap to the proper size and put it all in there. So yeah, I thought it was a cool little quirk. I decided to keep it in there for now. So to the next owner, either leave it in or take it out. But yeah, anyways, it's a 5-speed manual transmission, as you guys might be able to see. The shifter bushings are a little bit sloppy, but you can find all the gears just fine. 5-speed manual, of course. And then right down here, we have the high-low transfer case, which says 4-wheel drive, but it's full-time, in quotations, full-time 4-wheel drive. So basically all-wheel drive. But yeah, I hope we're not getting in the way of people down here. But yeah, AC blows cold and everything like that. Door cards are all clean. Again, apologies for the lighting in here, but yeah, I can't express it enough that the previous owner definitely seemed to care about this van a lot. And I've had absolutely zero issues with it. Tested out the high-low, 4-wheel drive, it all works great. Yeah, so these seats, I will have pictures of that. They fold forward and then forward again. So they kind of sit vertically like this, folded up. So it's not like the Acti where they go all the way completely flat under the front seat. Makes it a little bit more difficult because the engine's right under here. So it kind of gets in the way of the seats folding all the way flat. But, you know, it is what it is, with the engine being right here under the front seats. Makes it a little bit more difficult to have the seats that can fold all the way flat. But yep, there's a little engine right there. That's how you access the engine bay. And it might be harder to see right now, but of course I will have more pictures of that on there, on my website and on whatever other listings this thing is at. Excuse me. Yep, but these just snap back into place right there. But yeah, like I was saying, the timing belt was changed out at 96,900 and some change kilometers, which is, very recent. It's at 102,900 kilometers, right around that now. So yeah, just about 6,000 kilometers, give or take, which is, you know, basically nothing. Changed back in 2020. But yeah, I guess that's all we got to do on the exterior and the interior and walk around. So I guess, and we've got these cool little side steps, a bunch of cool little features on this van. So, and the headlights are also changed out to LED bulbs, which is pretty cool. I like when I get these cars in from Japan and they end up having the LED bulbs in them. One other thing to note, one other piece of damage, as you can see, not really supposed to open these windows from the outside, but the little latches on them are broken, and unfortunately it's on both sides that they're broken. So those windows, they slide all the way back, but you can see the latch on the inside. They're broken on both sides, unfortunately. I guess it's that plastic over the years didn't stand the test of time. Luckily, no one walking by has found that issue yet, so yeah. But other than that, the van, you know, no corrosion on it whatsoever. A little bit of surface rust on like the exhaust and other like little components on the underside, but you know, overall, I mean, it's super clean. The exterior and the interior, you know, definitely will have some pictures of the underside. It's gonna be really hard to see right down here, so I'm not even sure if I'll show you guys at the moment, but maybe let me look. Yeah, too dark to see, but I will have pictures of that on the website and wherever else this is posted. Yeah, so I guess we'll go ahead and we'll get the driving portion of this video, and if you guys have any questions, well, actually, while we're here, I guess we'll just look at these little cool California style mirrors with like a matte finish and the chrome up top, which is really cool. Love to see these California mirrors on these cars. And it's always nice too when you have the bonus, the little JDM cup holders in there. And I'm sure you guys might have noticed as well, we got this cool little GPS system that it does work, but it thinks we're in Japan, so it's not very useful for us. But you know, if you're into that for the little quirks of it, for the quirk of it, I mean, it's a really cool little thing to have. But yeah, so we'll check out the door card, nice and clean. Again, all the tires have a good amount of tread left on them, and I was really excited to see that it did have some knobbly tires on there. It just adds to the look, you know. Yep, and then we got the cool little side step over here as well. Might as well open this, show you guys that. Oh, well, you know what? I was ready to wrap up too soon. Yeah, so let's take a look at that. Yeah, really cool. So I'll go ahead and I'll start it up actually. So it is carbureted, so it's warm. The van's already warmed up, so you gotta give it a little bit of gas when starting it back up again. But, uh-oh, I hope it's not dead. It's not dead. That was a little bit of a scare. I thought I killed the battery, but we did not. So yeah, as you can hear, it idles nicely. It is an auto choke, so you know, on the cold start, it does idle pretty high for a minute there. But then once it warms up, the idle comes right back down. It idles nice and smooth. Like I said, I've had no issues with it whatsoever. It's got the cool little white wheels. I guess keeping it fully 90s style. Here, I'll bring it back to that ratio. Very cool. I love that. But anyways, I'll just demonstrate the sunroof for you guys, or the moonroof, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, this bad boy, it's the only one that opens up out of all 6 panels, but there you go, just to show you guys. Yeah. And then look at that, all that wide open. You can get up and you can stand through it if you'd like. Take a look at the roof while we're at it. And yeah, apologize again for all the pollen all over this thing. It's that time of year, you wash it and it's out for a couple days and it's covered. But yep, I'll just demonstrate that closes all the way. It stops halfway, so you can click again. I guess it's a safety feature. And there we have it, fully closed. Driven it in the rain multiple times, absolutely no leaks or anything like that. This piece also removes if you wanna fully open up the glass, or you know, expose all of the glass right there. You know, I prefer to keep it on just because close this if you want. That's pretty cool right there. Yeah, so that about does it for the walk around of this thing. So I'll give you guys a little test drive video. Again, I apologize, it's gonna be dark out there, but you know, you guys can get a general idea of what this thing is like to drive. So yeah, I'll see you guys in just a minute. I'll be right back. All right, what's going on, guys? We're back for the driving portion of this video. And of course, we start out with a turn. It's hard to shift, turn, and hold the phone at the same time. But yeah, as you can see, this thing runs and drives great. Shifting through the gears, no problem. Again, I apologize that it's dark out here. And we're driving on these streets of Japan, apparently. Even though we're actually on the streets of Kannapolis, North Carolina. But yeah, so like I said, that thing is completely useless. But it is a cool little feature, and I like it. You know, this car came from Japan, so a little piece of its history there. So yeah, we're cruising along. We're in 4th gear at the moment. I'll come down here, and as you guys can see, there's no tachometer in this thing, which, you know, is pretty common for these older K-vans, but you know, it is what it is. But we'll come up here. So yeah, the shifter feels great. The clutch feels awesome. There's no issues there. Again, it only has 60,000, well, a little over 60,000 miles, around 64,000 miles on it. So, you know, you wouldn't expect to have any issues like that. The brakes work great. I believe it is all drums the whole way around, but you know, it's really all you need to stop, you know, this lightweight thing. So I think this van probably weighs about 1,800 pounds or so. And it's probably pushing about 38 horsepower, maybe, something around that figure. But yeah, it's definitely not a speed demon, but you know, it's enough to get up and go and keep up with the traffic. And these things are, they are highway capable, but you got to be sitting all the way in the right lane with possibly even the hazards on. But you know, you can probably run it, sit around 60 miles an hour or so. Anything over that is kind of pushing it, especially for one that's a little bit older like this. But yeah, here, I'll give it some gas. 3rd gear pull. We're going uphill a little bit. 4th gear. And then here we are sitting in 5th gear. I mean, we're cruising, you know, about 40 miles an hour or so right now. But yeah, it's super smooth. It's surprisingly comfortable for what it is. The suspension feels great. The seats are pretty comfy. And yeah, you know, other than that, there's not too much else to say. Oh, another thing is the AC does blow cold in this thing. It's a 1990, so I do believe it's R12. So, you know, if it ever does, you know, start to warm up on you a little bit, then that is something to consider, that it is R12. And yeah, here we are. We're back at the lot. But yeah, I'll go ahead and I'll run that for you guys real quick. Let me see here. Actually, I do need a little light. Let's see. So there's that. And let's turn this all the way to cool. And then I believe, is there an AC button in here? Can't see anything right now. But yeah, the AC does work. Just gotta find the button for it. Of course, I can't see it in the dark here. Let's see if I can turn on this flashlight. All right, well, I will be right back. I'm going to demonstrate the AC real quick. I got to find the button to turn it on. So yeah, I'll catch you guys in 1 second. All right, we're back again. I found the AC switch. It's up here. You know, it wouldn't be so hard to find if it wasn't so dark right now. But yeah, so it's actually a little knob. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference when I turn it on and off, but you can see the compressor does turn on, dims the light a little bit, but yeah, compressor turns on. It blows nice and cold. Surprisingly, you know, for a 1990s K-van, it does blow colder when you're moving. It's not quite as cold when you're sitting still, but you know, it is a 1990s K-van. I mean, it's pretty impressive that the AC is blowing cold in this thing, and I didn't have to do anything to it. So, but yeah, other than that, I mean, that's pretty much all there is to cover. This is a really cool little K-van. Oh, drop the phone, excuse me guys. I am not very good at these videos, and wow. Don't make fun of me. Just realized that light was there the whole time. But yeah, there's the AC toggle switch, there you go. So you basically just turn it on and off right there. And yeah, so other than that, oh, that's much nicer quality there. There's the radio, all the lights, everything works. And as you can see right there, it's reading 2,832 kilometers. But you know, like I said, it's rolled over once, so now it's at 102,000. And you know, yeah, it's definitely pretty evident that there's only 64,000 miles on this thing, because yeah, you know, just looking at the interior, it's super nice. You know, it was hard to demonstrate that in the video because it's been dark the whole time, but just take a look at my website. There's a bunch of pictures on there, and then, you know, wherever else this thing is posted, I'll obviously post the link and all that. So yeah, that pretty much covers it for me, you guys. I know I've said that 18 times now, but each time I'm gonna end the video, I realize there's another thing to go over, but yeah, that's about it. So if you guys have any questions for me, feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to answer all and any questions you might have for me. So yeah, check us out, hoogiesimports.com. If you guys are in and looking for a K-van, always reach out, or any kind of vehicle like that. I'm happy to source any vehicles for any customers, you know. We do also have this beautiful little Honda Acti Street. If you clicked on this video because you're looking for a K-van, we got that one as well. Also a full 4-wheel drive, but this video is not about that. So anyways, yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks.